Wonderful person, and
great.
he also has an adorable
back.
baby girl.
Yeah, we were talking about the fact that you all both are from Toronto. My feet. Oh, right. Okay, Dan.
Yes.
They're green.
What's that? No, one's green, one's brown, actually. Can you see?
He's a mutant.
One is a little darker. One is a little darker than
He's got
the
webbed
other.
toes,
yes,
too.
yes,
All right, John, off with those things. I want to see what the eyes really look like.
Come now, let's see.
Oh, they are hypnotizing. Hey, it's good to see all you
Elizabeth
guys.
Taylor in National Velvet.
That's right.
Used your eyes, did you?
Well, you can't depend on them too much, you know. Gotta.
Oh, well, you do a lot, I think.
Listen, John.
Thank you.
I want to ask you something, John. Are you as weird as they say?
Who says?
Who?
I don't know. People tell me, say, John Belushi, he's weird.
I'm as weird as the normal, weird, overweight weirdo. Yes.
You're not overweight, you're just portly.
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 Yeah.
Shops
I'm
big,
not
big
weird.
man shop.
Am I as weird
He's
as
as
that?
weird as they come, I think. No.
Yeah, I'll ask
actually
you,
very
Dan.
normal.
He's passively weird. I mean, he's not dangerous weird.
Oh, well, as opposed to Danny, who is dangerously weird.
Danny's
Yeah.
dangerously weird.
Very
Danny
nice.
is a very menacing person.
Yeah.
What do you
He
do,
said
Dan?
that Danny was...
Well, drive cars fast, that's one thing.
Yes.
I'm going to have to go on the air, I think, for public safety, campaigns that say, this is not the way to operate a motor vehicle, like Elwood did in the movie.
Was there ever any time, Dan, that with those stunts, and I realize you had stuntmen, but was there ever any time when you really felt that you were a little bit in danger?
There was one
In Lower
particular occasion where we were filming Lower Wacker Drive when a tire blew on the truck that was towing us, and we actually
Scared to
were
death.
more
This thing
afraid
called
for the people on the truck.
A camera car. It's I
like
guess
a pickup
like
truck
a
with
pickup truck that has
brackets
a
all over
mount
it.
that the car that they're in is attached to, and we are literally towing them with camera mounts and lights. But in Lower Wacker, we were going 65, 70 miles an hour to get the shots of speed. When John Belushi climbs out of the car to wipe the window, we're going very fast. It's real. That's one of the reasons the movie looks that way. And
Dan is a very safe driver. He taught me how to drive. Shoulder check.
no, but the piece of film is in the movie. I mean, that's something to look for. In Lower Wacker, a tire blew on the car. We were towing them. And that was very frightening because the camera car started waffling and taking
We
their
knew
car.
that, but
And that's why I sound like Walter Matthau when I'm doing that line.
Another great piece of film because you can see on John Belushi's face a little more than acting. It's sort of like, I'm going to
But you
die.
don't stop until the director says cut.
They did their dialogue, all their
That's
lines.
right.
It's in the movie.
But
As
John,
scared as you are.
Yeah, but you were scared.
Yes, ma'am. I was scared. You, when you're scared, you're scared. But you don't stop until the director says cut.
Was it any fun to make this movie, or was it all
It
being
was the
scared?
most fun I've ever had.
It really was. It was just great. I mean,
It was the most fun because we weren't doing Saturday night, and
we had a great feeling
just
with
concentrating
this crew, too.
on that movie, and it was the most fun.
Are you guys going back to Saturday night
No.
ever?
Saturday night does not exist anymore.
Well, no.
As we know it.
Excuse-
As
well,
we know it. Or
as
as
we knew it.
You know.
As we
Let's
knew it.
not. Gene Domanian is the new
There's a new
producer.
staff, and new writers, and new producer,
And
and
it
there
will
should
go
be all
on.
fresh people. See, what John and we explored everything we could. It got to the point where he was doing Samurai just once too often, and I was, another
But
Conan, so here we go again,
If it was up to NBC, I'd have done it every week.
Yeah, that's right, you see.
I held back a lot.
We think that we, explored, what more can you do in 3-minute television bit formats? I think we explored it to the best of our ability, and we explored it to the outside of what that is, 3-minute television material. We took it as far as it could go. It just felt right to leave. Also, the commitment to this movie, it was well over a year in terms of preparation and work, and
But it was wonderful just to work on one thing, instead of Saturday Night, 1941, putting the Blues Brothers together, the movie, the Blues with the movie,
If you guys had had it to do over, would you still do 1941?
Yes,
I would, definitely.
yes.
Even though it was not the big success everyone hoped it would be.
It was a success when we were working on it, and everybody I've talked to said they like it. I mean, I'm talking
will
about
defend
kids now,
anything
you know.
I do, you know.
Excuse me, John?
I'll defend anything that I have done.
It was a pleasure to work with Spielberg. It really was. He's, you know, I like him a lot.
I like Steven, and we did it, and we'll take the knocks for it.
Stephen is in the Blues Brothers. Did you know that?
He's in the Blues
I
Brothers.
know. I read.
At the end.
Yeah, at the.
He's good.
Assessor's
Yes,
office.
He's very good.
Sandwich.
I want to ask all of you, do you think that it would be better for the film if it were rated PG rather than
No,
R?
no.
Why do you say that, John?
John?
Well, actually, that's an interesting point because every child that's ever seen the movie goes bananas for it. R means parental discretion. And in fact, the language is I'm not going to say harsh, what the language is realistic in the movie. And
Realistic.
I've had a number of people say to me, how come it got an R? Because the language, there's
We
no
forced
nudity.
it to be an R.
There's no nudity. Well, there's no nudity in the film. There's no blood in the film.
There's no drugs,
no
there's no
drugs.
sex.
It's completely slapstick
But,
family
I
entertainment.
mean, you go into any
Great
average
music.
schoolyard, you're going to hear those words out of kids 12 and 11 years old.
quite honestly, a movie like Saturday Night Fever, which is a much rougher movie than Blues Brothers. Blues Brothers is pretty innocuous. Saturday Night Fever had
The
explicit
guy falls
sex.
off the bridge.
Had explicit sex and so you know, that film. I don't think that R keeps young children out anymore, because I don't think theater managers are going to turn away the dollars.
Plus, I think their
Well,
parents will
excuse
take
me,
them.
though, for instance, in our area, the council has just passed an ordinance, and now any child under 17 who is admitted without parent to an R movie, they're going to be fined.
The child or the theater?
The theater
Oh,
is
okay.
going to be fined. And so this is going to keep a lot of kids from
Well, I hope
seeing
that
the
their
movie.
parents or an older person
Yeah.
takes them.
Parents will take them.
I hope
Because
so.
the parents are our age. And they will take the children.
Were you offended by the film?
Oh no, because and as you say, it's only language. But no, that's the thing about it.
But that's
I
the
think
type
kids.
of language an inmate would use.
No, but I
mean,
understand
yeah,
you're saying
we-
you think kids would love the film.
Oh, kids absolutely
Yeah, they
would
have
love
loved
it.
the
The
film.
8, 9, 10, 11-year-olds. But unless their folks take them, they're not going to be able
Or
to go.
someone over 18.
No, it has to be parent or guardian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, they're giving us a wrap-up signal, but very quickly, John, I got to ask you,
Yes.
of all the stunts in the movie, which one was the hardest and which one are you most proud of?
Hardest one.
They were all equally difficult. I'm very proud of sequences. The mall, I'm very proud of. A shot in 5 days. It's quite extraordinary. The dropping, that Pinto drop is pretty extraordinary. But I think the most spectacular single stunt is the pile up under the L. And those cars keep coming. That was very complicated and worked, I think, very well.
Okay, we're out of time, but what a joy to see you all. And again, congratulations on a wonderfully funny and entertaining movie. And
Recommend
you two,
parents to take their children.
You two guys are coming to Dallas, and so I'll see you when you come to perform as the Blues Brothers
All right.
in person.
Okay.
Okay.
Dallas, the city that
Thank you very
killed our
much.
president.
What?
Thank you.
See, he is weird.
You are weird. That's the answer. He is weird. He is weird.
Why don't you